Most organisations aspire to world-class levels of performance, but most organisations don't actually have a feeling about what this means. One of the things that the Foundation does specifically is enables organisations to make an informed decision about the various business improvement models that are available. The New Zealand Business Excellence Foundation was established to assist New Zealand organisations improve their performance and capability. The original organisation, the New Zealand Quality Foundation, was set up to run the National Quality Awards, which have now been rebranded as the New Zealand Business Excellence Awards. These are evaluated against the full international Baldrige criteria used in 60 countries, so the results in New Zealand are calibrated internationally. To win an award in New Zealand, particularly at the gold level, such as Vero and the New Zealand Aluminium Smelter have done, is an international recognition of world-class performance. That's as good as it gets. We also have the silver and bronze levels, which numerous New Zealand organisations have won, and many are currently working towards, which is recognition of reaching a certain level against the Baldrige 1,000 point scoring scale. Baldrige is it's an international best practice framework that exemplifies the values and characteristics of the best organisations internationally. It's updated every 2 years to reflect the common characteristics of world-class organisations. So the consultants go out to the best performing organisations and look at the behaviours, the culture, the processes and practices that these organisations are actually promoting and utilising in the business. And these organisations significantly outperform other organisations. So they are the best of the best, effectively. The criteria devolves from the behaviours and practices of these top performing organisations. Baldrige, the full criteria for performance excellence, as it's referred to, encompasses all aspects of a business. It's often described as being completely holistic, generic, and perhaps more importantly, it's non-prescriptive. It doesn't tell you how to manage your business, but it does ask a lot of very important questions based on best practice behaviours. There are 7 categories. The first one looks at all of your leadership behaviours. It looks at your focus on governance, social responsibility, and that type of thing. The second category is all about business planning, the development of plans, the deployment of plans through the various layers of the organisation. Category 3 looks at your market understanding, the markets you operate in, your understanding of your customers. Category 4 is all about information, data, knowledge management, tracking the performance of the organisation, the type of metrics you use. Category 5 is all about the workforce, understanding of staff needs, addressing health and safety, training and development for both leaders and employees. Category 6 is all about your work systems, work processes, support processes, how you deliver products and services essentially. And Category 7 has 6 components to it, and that's all about results. The criteria itself, being international best practice, is very detailed, very comprehensive, as you'd imagine, and I often say it's not for the faint-hearted. It does personify world-class levels of performance, but what we encourage organisations in New Zealand to do is to adopt one of the abridged criteria initially to effectively get their feet wet. There are 3 abridged criteria that were developed with Ministry of Economic Development funding to enable organisations to get on the business excellence journey. We encourage a business and assist businesses to identify a process that best meets their needs, that allows them to initiate projects and to manage them, to analyse data using standard quality tools, statistical process control and that sort of thing. So it's very much the business does it. What we do is a bit of light steering. We're there to mentor them and guide them and coach them through the process. I think one of the most important parts of the value proposition for the Foundation is the fact that since we were set up, we have a large database of best practice templates, processes and award-winning applications. One of the things that we find is very common in New Zealand is that organisations are continually reinventing the wheel. where somebody has usually done it before and in many cases done it better. So why would you not adopt what somebody else has done very successfully for your own needs rather than reinventing the wheel? So we have a large database of best practice templates, information, etc. The Baldrige framework is very detailed and quite complicated, and is often perceived as being for large organisations, and that's quite correct. It is really for large businesses. The abridged versions that have been developed by the Ministry of Economic Development in partnership with the Foundation are more suited to medium and smaller businesses. So there is a criteria out there for everybody. The important thing is to actually review these criteria and have a look and make a decision about which one is actually more appropriate for the size of business. I mentioned earlier that they're very generic. There is a health criteria, there is an education criteria, there is a business criteria and a not-for-profit criteria. So there's something for everybody. As an example, Kerrigan Partners, a small and dynamic executive recruitment agency, won a silver level award in the 2008 National Business Excellence Awards. This is proof positive that a small organisation can utilise an international framework like this to not only to build the business but to continuously improve the business and to achieve some pretty spectacular results. Over the years we've seen some tremendous improvements made by businesses, both large and small, in many areas. Now the benefits that some of our award winners would be able to talk about, obviously it helps the bottom line. I mean, profit is really important out there. It certainly does that, but the other benefits we see are tremendous levels of staff satisfaction and engagement when they start to see that the business is really heading in the right direction, that people are being communicated with, their needs are being recognised and met. And that's not just the internal customers, the workforce, that's also the external customers. When businesses start to really focus on external customers' needs and meeting those needs and getting all of the other parts of the business working in harmony, that's what the criteria promotes and assists organisations to achieve. And many organisations in New Zealand are achieving some tremendous results. The first step is to contact the Foundation and to talk to us about what it is you would like to achieve. What we like to do is get alongside businesses and help you to make an informed decision about the methodology that's most appropriate for you. Obviously we're promoting the International Best Practice Framework and the abridged versions. Working within that with assistance from the Foundation will certainly get you on that business improvement journey and help you to achieve improved performance. I can assure you this would be the best investment you can make. You will not regret getting on to the business improvement journey.